This is Joy Roland, and you are listening to the Joyful Money Podcast. This is episode number 60: How to Create a Wildly Successful Business You Love. Welcome to Joyful Money, the podcast where we focus on making money fun and joyful. We're done with the stress and anxiety that typically come with money. This podcast will teach you how to make money, lots and lots of it, and still be joyful, happy, abundant, and fulfilled. Because let's face it, money is just a small part of life. Are you ready to add more joy to your money? In. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 60. I cannot believe it's episode number 60 already. I am so excited for all of the successes I've created this year. Can you believe it is May already? Where's this year going to? It's May already, and oh gosh, it's such an exciting year, 2024. And I'm so happy to be alive at this time, to be a woman at this time, and to be building a business at this time. I've always said on this podcast that women um, have never had it so good. Like, we are so lucky, all of the opportunities we have. And I definitely have to recognize our foremothers, the mothers who paid the price to give us the opportunities we have today. And so I always encourage the women that come into my programs not to take these opportunities we have today for granted, because many of our foremothers never had the opportunities we have. So it is our obligation and our responsibility to create success so that the women coming behind us can have something to model on. That's why I always talk about my coach on this program, my coach Brooke Castillo. She's always very open about talking about what she earns, and she says that talking about what you earn gives women the chance to expand their vision of what's possible. So last year, Brooke Castillo earned over $60 million as a life coach, and like, I am so happy and excited that I get to learn from such an amazing woman. And so I encourage women to openly talk about what they earn, because it helps the women coming behind us to have a dream, to have a vision, to expand their vision of what's possible. So, yeah, it's May. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there, but I just wanted to say that. Well, it's May, and the weather here in Canada is changing. So we have definitely entered into spring. The weather is so nice. Yesterday I had the chance to clear out my garden, my backyard, all of the debris from the winter. It was so nice to spend time out with my family and just to enjoy the beautiful scenery we have here in Canada. Nature is so beautiful here in Canada. And outside yesterday, I just looked up with my hands spread wide, and I just give thanks to God, and I say, God, thank you for such an amazing country. Thank you for blessing me with such an amazing family. Thank you for the wealth I have. I do not take it for granted at all. Thank you for the love I have. I'm surrounded with so much love, and that's something money cannot buy. And so yesterday, I just took time out to spend time with my family, and I encourage you to do the same as well. Do not wait until it's Thanksgiving in November. I give thanks every single day. Every single day I wake up, I find something to give thanks for, because I have so many things to be grateful for. Okay, so just a couple of things to remind you about. I still have the $1,000 cash giveaway. Yes, I'm giving away $1,000 cash to a lucky winner. All you have to do to enter is to leave me a meaningful review. Yes, I don't just want you to say, "Oh, what a great podcast." Okay? I want it to be a meaningful review so that when someone reads the review, they have a sense of what this podcast is about. And the reason I'm asking you for a review is because that's how I'll get my message out there more, because Apple Podcast will then show my podcast to other people based off of the reviews you write. So I encourage you to please write me the review. Okay. The second thing before I forget is I have opened doors to my mastermind. I'm giving people access to my mastermind for 2 days. I'm running a 2 day event where you can come and learn directly from me. You will be with my paid clients. Yes, my paid clients for my mastermind, 10K for my mastermind. So you'll be sitting in with my paid client to learn exactly how I teach people to build a joyful business. I teach how to fix your money issues, how to create a financial fitness plan. I teach you how to fix your relationship with money so that you expand your capacity to receive more money. Not only that, I also focus on teaching how to crush limiting beliefs, procrastination, which is something that holds a lot of entrepreneurs back. So I focus on procrastination, self sabotage. I help you overcome self sabotage and imposter syndrome. So it's going to be jam packed with value. Um, if you want to sit in this to the event, just check out the link in the show notes. I'm going to drop a link in the show notes so that you have access to that. I'm excited to see how this will help you transform your business. The event is called Income Accelerator, and I tell my mastermind clients, you will double your income in my mastermind or you get your money back. Simple as. Okay, so grab that link if you want to be part of my mastermind. 2 days is completely free. There's no obligation, there's no selling for those 2 days. You can't buy anything for those 2 days because, like I said, I have actual clients in the room and you can't buy anything. So there's no selling, just 100% value. So excited for that. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about how to build a wildly successful business you love. Now, the reason I am so passionate about building a business you love is because if you don't love your business, it's definitely going to seep out to your clients. Your clients will tell when you're just going through the motions just because you want to make money. So it's very important that you build a business you love because that way it is sustainable. So a couple of episodes ago, I talked to you about how the nervous system is what actually sends the information to your brain to let your brain know whether your method of making money is something your body loves or not. So you can't fake it until you make it. You can't lie to your brain. Your brain will read information from your nervous system. So if your business is a business that generates stress for you, your your body will send that information to your brain to say, well, when we sit down to work on our business, we're constantly stressed and overwhelmed. And then your brain will know that making more money is not safe. Okay, because even though we're no longer living in the caves like we used to live, our subconscious mind would read stress, overwhelm as something it needs to run away from. And that's why many people struggle to break through to the next income level. Because at the subconscious level, your mind thinks that making more money is not safe. So this is why I overly emphasize that you have to create a business you love, because once you love your business, the money is going to flow in like water, because your brain would know, oh, making more money is good, because when you love something, it gives you that dopamine hit. For example, when I wake up every morning and I come to create content for my business, so I come to run my business, I am so excited because I am doing something I genuinely love, and I love to see the transformation my work brings to women. So at the subconscious level, my mind knows that making money is fun. And for you to create abundance, You can only create abundance from the feeling of abundance. You cannot create abundance from the feeling of scarcity and fear. Like it doesn't work. You have to feel abundant to create abundance, right? And that's why when people have this scarcity mentality and they are stuck in not earning enough money, worrying about money, it feels like they are stuck in that cycle. Because to actually create abundance, you have to feel abundant. Yes, like that's the secret. You have to feel abundant to create abundance. So, how do you create a business you love? It's not just about making money. I remember a long time ago, I read this quote, and it's something that has really stuck with me. And it was something around find something you love doing so much that you can do it for free, but you do it so well that people pay you for it. Like I'm trying to remember who actually created that quote, but I can't remember now. I'm going to say that again. It says, find something you love to do, something you love so much that you can do it absolutely free of charge. But you do it so well that people pay you for it. Like that's the secret to massive wealth. So, how does this happen? Well, there has to be a harmony between your personal satisfaction, happiness, and success in your business. So there has to be a nice dance between the satisfaction you get from the work you put out into the world and the monetary profit you get. Okay, so first of all, I want you to identify a passion. What are you truly passionate about? And many times when I walk my clients through this process, like the process I'm about to give you, many of them go back and change their business altogether because they realize that they're in a business where they are actually forcing themselves, like they're white knuckling it. You know, when you white knuckle something and you're just doing it because you need to make money, you need to pay the bills. Like that's so stressful. Even me just talking about it now, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Talking about someone running a business where they have to white knuckle it, they have to just grind through it. You know, it's a painful process to go through if you are a business owner. So the first thing is to identify your passion. What are you passionate about? Now, when I say identify your passion, we also have to make sure that there are people willing to pay for that passion. So here is an example. If you are passionate about, let's say, gardening, for example, um, you have to make sure that there are people willing to pay for what you have to offer because it does. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a jobby. Someone says a jobby, like an interface between a job and a hobby. Like you don't want that, right? You want to be in a line of business where there are people willing to pay you for it. So, what I will ask you a few questions just to joggle your mind. What activities make you lose track of time? That's a very good one. What activity do you do that when you start, you just keep going and you lose track of time? That's something you need to think about. And if you find that, then you need to think, okay, how can I transform this into a business? Another one is, what topics do you find yourself constantly reading about or discussing with friends? You know, like if you are constantly searching the internet for a particular topic, that gives you a sense of, oh, this is something you're really, really interested in. So it might be something for you to explore to say, okay, this is something I'm really interested in. It means I can actually do a business along these lines and not feel overwhelmed or not feel like I'm forcing myself to do something. Another one is when you look at the projects you've done in the past or the task you've done on a project, what did you find exceptionally satisfying? What brought you so much satisfaction? What things did you do that you did so well that you were so happy with the level of work you released? Now, Some people might say, well, I might not have a business idea. And I give them this question to ask family and friends because many times we overlook things we are very good at. And it takes a friend or a family member to point out to us, oh, you can actually make money doing this. And this is the question you need to ask. You can send via text message or you just call them and ask. And the question is this: what's one way that I can add value to the world that you think I probably take for granted? So you can call your best friend and say, hello, Megan. If your best friend is Megan, for example, hi, Megan. What's one way you think I can add value to the world that you think I probably take for granted? And she could say, well, you are someone that listens and you always give good advice, for example. So your friend Megan is going to tell you all of the things you do so well that you probably take for granted. So that's one way to find out what people can actually pay you for. So then the next step is to actually validate your business idea. So once you've identified your passion and you know, okay, this is something I can do and I can do for free, right? Because remember what I said, you have to find something you can do for free, but you do so well that people pay you for. So you validate your business idea by looking online, for example. Check online. Are there other business owners doing exactly what you're thinking of doing? If they are, that's a good sign that you could find clients to pay you. So you could also do focus groups, you could do market analysis, do surveys, just to check out the potential demand for what you're about to offer, check out your competition, check out what your customer needs. All of those things will help you determine whether your business idea is a valid one or not. Question to ask in this phase would be, who are my potential clients? Maybe you want to focus on moms, right? You want to focus on moms, or maybe your niche is female entrepreneurs, for example. So depending on business idea you come up with, you determine who your potential clients are, your potential customers. And then answer this question: what problem does my business solve for them? And this is very, very important because it's very easy to go off on a tangent, but defining exactly what you solve for people, just one sentence, is very key. So, for example, your business idea could be, oh, I teach women how to build an online business, right? Or I teach moms how to stop feeling overwhelmed. Or I teach moms how to organize their home so they have a tidy home every time. Or it could be I teach women how to have a satisfying relationship with their husband. So, whatever your business idea is, define exactly what problem it is that you solve. And then the third thing I want you to answer is, how is my approach different from what's currently available? This is what will help you stand out in the marketplace because you don't want to be like everyone else. You need to have a unique selling point that will stand out in the crowd. Okay? Now, the next step would be to craft your business plan. Okay, so I wouldn't go into detail into this because you can check online to um, maybe download a template to help you craft a business plan. And all a business plan is what will be your key business activities, and how do those activities relate to the passion you have, and then financial projection, your funding sources, how would you source clients, how would you service clients, and then how would you deliver your service. So all of that should go into your business plan and then your marketing strategies as well. So that's a very simple overview of how to structure your initial business proposition. Like if you want to think of a business idea that will build you massive wealth, you have to have these basic structure in place. It has to be something you love doing. Otherwise, like I said, your clients will see through and see that, oh, you're just doing this because you want to make money. Okay. And another key ingredient is belief and confidence. Now, this is the reason why I went into the detail I just gave you, because you have to absolutely believe in the transformation of your business service or your business product, because it is your belief that will propel you to take the actions needed to create success. Okay, you have to absolutely believe in the transformation. And many times I've talked in the past on this podcast about creating a Tesla and selling it for $10. For example, if you had, let's say, 100 Tesla cars and you were selling them for $10 each, how would you show up online? Or, for example, if you had the cure for cancer and that cure is verified, like you, is verified that that is the cure for cancer, how would you sell it online? Right? So you have to create a product that you absolutely believe in, and it's a no-brainer for your clients. It has to be a hell yes. So that belief, and I'm sure you've seen this many times on social media, people trying to sell you stuff, and you can actually see that they don't really believe in the product. Like it seeps through. And this is why I said belief is absolutely critical. And when you have that belief in your service, it boosts your confidence. Yes. Like you show up online to sell your service with absolute confidence because you know the transformation your clients will get from your product or your service. So all of this ties into loving your business. Okay. So when you have belief and confidence, like it will translate into love, absolute love for your business. And that's the secret to success, my friends. When you love your business, you show up boldly, you show up confidently, and you almost feel like it's an obligation, right? And that's what I feel in my business because of the transformation I provide to um, women business owners, helping them overcome self-doubt, overcome imposter syndrome, overcome procrastination, overcome overwhelm, to show them that they have all that they need to create a massively successful business. Now, because I love this so much, when I wake up every morning, like many times when I'm even asleep, I'm thinking of my business. And sometimes I come into my office at 2 a.m. Like many times I wake up and I have this massive idea, and I'm just eager to come to my desk to implement. When I used to work in corporate, I used to be an IT consultant. I I can tell you, I never used to wake up at 2 a.m. to work on my 9 to 5 job. Like I didn't have that passion and zeal, you know. But now I have my own business. I love my business so much. I can like dedicate the number of hours needed to make it a success. Like it doesn't even feel like work to me because of all the connections I have with women and the transformation I help women um, experience in their personal lives as well as their business lives. So you have to love your business, my friends. If you truly, truly want to make your business hugely successful, you have to love your business. Okay, so just a quick reminder, if you want to sit in with my paid clients in my mastermind, I am giving away some free guest passes. Grab the link in the show notes, and I'll be so excited to see you on the next mastermind call. As always, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you back here on the next episode. Hey, very quickly before you go, if you are ready to finally fix your relationship with money so that you make lots and lots of it while feeling joyful, abundant, free, and fulfilled, then I invite you to join my 2-day Income Accelerator event where I will personally teach you how to accelerate your income while having more joy in your life. And did I mention it's free? Yes, it's free. The link is in the show notes. I'll see you there. Bye bye.